The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set, 380. Check, 59. Watch the curve,
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
59.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
He's not going to get me.
Now Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. COFL will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get wide. Shell. We're good. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Move. 58, boys.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
And the Rams first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
180. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Hold on. Check. Lucky. You draw focus.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Greg Zuerlein comes for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Wait, 89! Throwing Rivers. Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw, Rivers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick. Other than
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So out come the Chargers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Danny. Chase, 79.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On second and 11 now. Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rivers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
To throw on third down. Rivers forced out to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
36.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Slam. Value three.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
1st down, Rams.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go, defense. DC.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Under 10. 2 for 1. Recon, 132 fighter.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
180. What's the run? They're running it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
76.
Goff now looks to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Value 3.
3rd and It's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Hey, Wahoo! No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Where's 52?
On second down and 4. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he loses the football a second time. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Shrugs him off. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 87 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. Watch the screen.
Now Goff. A deep ball for Gurley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10.
Hey, dude.
Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
57, Mike 57. Let's go, D. Bravo.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So on third and goal, Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. I'm about to take you to school. Value 1. 57. Mike, 57.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down.
What? 180. Check. What?
Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern